Hey buddy, how you doing? Oh, okay. You just wanted to wait till I turn away, huh? I see how it is. What's going on, guys? So, I want to talk really quick. Just make a quick little brief video for you. We're back in the OG Ball world when I first started the channel. We've actually kind of talked a little bit about it on a previous video. If you hadn't seen it, feel free to check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. But I just wanted to talk about I want to be remembered for something when my time is up on Earth. And with such a heavy subject, you can go about it a few different ways. But I think that we can all agree that we want a meaningful life, right? And I think that everybody has the opportunity to do something really cool with their life. I believe that everybody has so much potential, and I think that a lot of us don't truly tap into it. That's really neat looking. I like that. That's cool. They do the side logs now too. I know I'm still learning. I'm basically playing Minecraft almost for like the first time. So for those of you who are new here, I kind of took about a 7 or 8 year hiatus from Minecraft. I was a 2010 alpha Minecraft player all the way to about 2013, 14, and then I kind of tapered off. As a lot of people did. They just kind of, pick up that 2 to 3 week Minecraft phase, and then it gets phased out eventually. But anyway, so I want to be remembered for something, especially now that I have kids. It definitely makes you reflect on life a lot more. What would that be, right? So obviously, I've created a business, been kind of doing that, still figuring the ins and outs of that. Having a lot of fun doing it, of course. Taking the kids on meaningful vacations, spending time with them as much as I can whenever I have any free time. Still, of course, dedicate a lot of free time to myself and also my wife, but we do like spending time with the kids, learning what they're into. I think that's very important. I think that a lot of people kind of overlook that, if you're being honest with you. I learn about all the stuff that my kids are really into. So, my youngest is into a lot of horror stuff. He's into Dead by Daylight and stuff like that. And my oldest, he's into they're both into Roblox, but he's kind of into the Roblox, a lot of that anime stuff that I'm still, kind of picking up and learning. The only anime I've ever really gotten into as of recent was not recently, I've been into it since I was a kid, was the American anime, such as like Avatar, Last Airbender. I know it's not referred to as technically anime for a lot of people, right? But you guys know what I mean. It's American anime. It's just fun to kind of learn about them. I think that your kids, man, I mean, they carry on your legacy, so giving them good morals and stuff to go off of, kind of giving them the tools to prepare for life, being an adult. As we all know, being an adult is not always that easy. It's a challenge, man. I want to leave something behind for them, man. I don't want to just give them the tools to do well as an adult, but I also want to, give them something to also remember me by, remember my wife by, and to always reflect on their past in a good manner. So, I want them to be like, man, I remember when Dad and I did this. I remember when we went to go here. I remember when we went to see Ruby Falls, right? And like stuff like that. I went to Gatlinburg in Tennessee. Stuff, just experiences, right? It's not always about what you can buy for them. It's more about the memories you give them. And it doesn't just, have to be with your kids, right? If you don't have kids, that's not a problem. What kind of stuff are you remembered by with your friends? I'm sure everybody, if you don't have friends, get you a few good friends, man. Look for people that, you can relate to, of course. And it's always good to be a bright light in someone's world. That's what I try to be, man. I try to be something that people remember me by, in the sense of I just try to give people good memories of myself. I don't want to be remembered as the guy that was always stressed out and worried about little stuff that doesn't really matter. Because truthfully, I mean, it doesn't, a lot of this stuff won't matter in less than a year even. Stuff that you're worried about anyways doesn't usually come back around. It's just one of those things that we're just all getting through it. The one thing that lives on forever is memories of you. I want people to remember good things about me. I don't want to just be that guy that everybody knew that was always just bugging about stuff that didn't really matter. That dude was breakdancing. The creeper was breakdancing, his pathing was messed up. A lot of people just are in such a rush to nothing. And I mean, I've been there plenty of times. We all have, really, if we're being honest with ourselves, at least. But yeah, man, I think that being in a rush to really go nowhere, it doesn't serve you any good. And honestly, there's just nothing good that's gonna come from that when there's so much that if you just kind of get out of your own way, you can be remembered for, and you can really truly appreciate life. And I think that that's where people kind of mess up, right? Is that they're kind of just worried about stuff that will never bother them in the very short future, and that blocks all your blessings. There's so much to be grateful for. You know, especially if you have like stuff like if you have good health, especially, man, that's something that we take for granted a lot. It's really easy to do because I mean we wake up every day, the ones that are in good decent health, I mean you know, like you don't think about it. It's something that never occurs to you. But I guarantee you, anytime that of course you're sick, right? Like even just take something as simple as just being a little sick, you're like, man, I wish I I wish I just felt better, right? Like imagine feeling like that every day. And then just that's your new normal. That's horrifying. But that's what a lot of people's lives, they live it every day. So being more appreciative and humble, man, it makes you get more out of life in the sense of you can be a better you, so you can be a better friend and be a better spouse, be a better parent. Yeah, I'm just trying to find some decent resources. I need to go deeper, I suppose, in this cave, but I really need I mean I got decent armor. I got a full set of iron armor, so I mean it's not enchanted. Not ready to take on the warden yet, of course. That would be a different video. Don't block your blessings. There's so much to be grateful for. I would hate for you to block stuff that's really nice in your life just because you can't get out of your way with worrying about stuff that's not going to matter again. Anyways, my cat is sleeping and she's doing like a little, it's not really a snore, but it's kind of like a little snore. It's adorable. You guys have any pets? I haven't asked that in a while. See what you guys have been up to. Is that lapis? It's gotta be right. Yeah. I know it wasn't diamond. I knew it was too dark to be diamond. All right, we got much more. Well, not really much more space, but look, it's one of those glow squid, and he just died. All right, well, oh no, that one's gonna do the same. Yeah, these squid are just committing oxygen outreach lungs. It's crazy. You also don't want to live a boring life. And what I mean by that is playing it safe, right? There's nothing wrong with just kind of playing it safe now and then, right? And just kind of enjoying a slower life. Especially when you're older, it doesn't matter as much, right? But if you ask any older person what their regrets are, and they'll tell you that they didn't take a lot of risks. If they, you know, were those types of people that just didn't take risks, or they wish they had done more. That's always the answer. I hear that all the time. And I can tell you that's the last thing I want to be saying on my deathbed. I don't want to be saying I wish I did this or that. I want to be able to say, you know what, man? I actually lived. We had a good time. Let's see if I can get him to shoot the. Will he not hit the Enderman? No, he don't care. The guy's that smart, huh? That's wild. Didn't know that. I didn't know that you can, because I know that you can make them shoot creepers, but they don't care to shoot the Enderman, which is wild to me. I used to be the play it safe kind of person, but I think that's the quickest way to play very reckless because life rewards risk within reason, of course. Like, don't just go and do stupid stuff, especially financially, right? You can get yourself in a hole pretty quick in the 3D world. But yeah, man. I mean, take some risk. It's risky to not take risk, if that makes sense. Take a risk or you'll be sorry. Board game dad quote there, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking some risk here and there, man. It does you good. It gives you some confidence, especially if it pays off. It's always a great feeling. Do stuff that really lights you up. Everybody's got something. You know, a lot of people like singing, dancing, whatever. Just get into something. Do something. Don't just be a knot on the log and doing nothing with your life because at the end of the day, it's not going to serve you in the long run. Ooh, that was bad.